Guys, so we have some big breaking news updates. If you can, please share this video. Today is August 23rd, 2024, and welcome to the Real GS News channel. We have some big breaking news coming out ahead of speech. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. says in a Pennsylvania court filing that he will be endorsing former President Donald Trump. Alright guys, before I start, give this video a big thumbs up. Share this video with your friends, families, and loved ones. I appreciate the love and support. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, once again, the PayPal link and the Patreon link is in the description box. Also guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about in the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. And for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Let's see what's going on here. This is a big breaking news. Right after the DNC, yesterday was the last day for the DNC, the Democratic National Convention. And today, a huge bombshell from Robert F.K. I have a feeling that Robert F.K. would join the cabinet, Trump administration, along with Elon Musk. That's going to be huge. I do believe so. Even Vivek, I believe Vivek is also going to get involved. So if he wins November, his cabinet is going to be packed. So it says here, paper filed in Pennsylvania Commonwealth Court indicates that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is withdrawing from the presidential race and will endorse Donald Trump. He has requested that his nominating petition be dismissed. All right, so here we go. This is the one. Nomination papers of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and Nicole as the We the People candidates for President and Vice President of the United States in November 5th, 2024 general election. Petition of Alexander. I'll skip all that information. All right, so this is the deal. Let me pull up this information really quick here. Once again, please share this video. We are getting closer and closer to November. We're like, I think 70 days away, 75 days away. All right, so if you guys missed our DNC, I missed it too. I didn't even pay attention to it. I should be watching it to, again, you know, but I kind of missed a lot of it. I really had a feeling what they were gonna say. You have all the celebrities out there, but again, celebrities is not the one who's gonna be putting people in the White House. It's the American people that gets to decide. Ahead of a planned speech, Robert F.K. Jr. campaign said in a Pennsylvania court filing Friday that he is endorsing Donald Trump for president. Kennedy, independent. Again, he's an independent. I don't know who was the last independent president of the United States. Give me a second here. I think George Washington was an independent, right? It says here, give me a second. I want to know this. What, George Washington? I'm gonna have to do some research on this one here. This is the title right here, just to let you guys. Give me a second. Who was the last independent president of the U.S. of the U.S. I know George Washington, he was independent, and he was also, I think he was a general, right? So he was out there, battling, taking out enemies. Meanwhile, we have someone that's only eating ice cream. All right, so give me a second here. Um, so Kennedy had a speech planned in Arizona on Friday to discuss the present historical moment and his path forward, according to his campaign hours later. So Trump will hold a rally in neighboring Glendale. Now, Trump campaign has teased that he will be joined by a special guest, though neither campaign responded to messages about whether Kennedy will be that guest. Now, the late stage development in the presidential race could give the former president a modest boost from Kennedy's supporters. A year ago, some would have thought it inconceivable that a member of arguably the most storied family in Democratic politics would work with Trump to keep a Democrat VP out of the White House, even in recent months. Now, Kennedy, give me a second here, guys. Now, Kennedy has accused Trump of betraying his followers, while Trump has criticized Kennedy as the most radical left candidate in the race. Man, at the very end is all politics stuff there. Is all politics stuff. It's political things. All right, so Pennsylvania filing came Friday in a case in which Kennedy was defending his paperwork to get on the ballot in the battleground state against a challenge by two Democratic activists. The filing said that as a result of today's endorsement of Donald Trump, he was requesting the dismissal of his campaign nomination paper so that he would not appear on Pennsylvania ballot. The Kennedy and Trump campaign have ramped up their compliments to each other and engaged in behind-the-scenes discussion in recent weeks. According to those familiar with the effort, both campaigns have spent months accusing Democrats of weaponizing the legal system for their own benefits, and both have hinted publicly that they could be open to joining forces. I just mentioned that. I have a feeling that Robert F.K. Jr. is going to join the Trump cabinet. Elon Musk has been offered the job too. Elon said, I will be proud to serve. So, again, just imagine Trump, the 47th president, Elon, Robert F.K., and Vivek and others joining forces. That would be nice if they could get the victory, which I believe they could get that easy. The problem here, ladies and gentlemen, is that nowadays the game is not fair, if you guys know what I mean. Alright, so last month during the RNC, Kennedy's son posted and then quickly deleted a video showing a phone call between Kennedy and Trump in which the former president appeared to try to talk to Kennedy into siding with him. Alright, so I bet his pops was really upset. Man. Talks between the two camps continue, with close Trump allies quietly lobbying Kennedy to drop out of the race and support the RNC, support the Republican nominee. According to a person familiar with the efforts who spoke on condition of anonymity to discuss private conversation, Trump told CNN on Tuesday that he would love an endorsement from Kennedy, who he called a brilliant guy. So he did call him a radical left, and now he's calling him a brilliant guy. Like I said, it's all politics at the very end. It's all political stuff. He also said he would certainly be open to Kennedy playing a role, there you go, in his administration if Kennedy drops out and endorses him. Kennedy running mate Nicole also openly suggested on a podcast this week that his campaign might walk away right now and join forces with Donald. Wow. While she clarified that she is not personally in talks with Trump, she entertained the idea that Kennedy could join Trump administration as Secretary of Department of Health and Human Services. My. Just imagine that. Imagine that, guys. Imagine that. This administration will be one of the biggest administrations in U.S. history. I think that Bobby in a role like that will be excellent. I fully support it. I have high hopes. Hopefully this administration be better than the other one. You had Mad Dog Mattis. Then you had, what's his face? Oh, man. The guy with the mustache. The guy with the mustache. The one that's always a wall hawk. I forget his name. Trump had all them, he had all them people that he was surrounding with. I just don't get it. But, yeah, 2016 administration was great, but, yeah, he has certain people in there that was not great. Earlier Friday, Shanahan posted on X that she isn't a Kamala Democrat or a Trump Republican. I'm an independent American who is endorsing ideas, not a person or a party, she wrote. I will continue working to give a voice to the voiceless and bring power back to the people. At Kennedy Phoenix event, 38-year-old Casey Westerman, a Chandler, Arizona resident who worked in software sales, says she trusted Kennedy's judgment and had planned to vote for him, but would support Trump if Kennedy said that was who he was endorsing. My decision will really be based on who he thinks is best suited to run this country, said Westerman, who wore a Kennedy 2024 trucker hat and voted for Trump in the last two presidential elections. The scheduled remarks by Kennedy, a son of former Attorney General Robert F. Kennedy and a nephew of former President John F. Kennedy, come as his campaign's momentum has slipped. Kennedy Jr. first entered the 2024 presidential race as a Democrat, but left the party last fall to run as an independent. That right there might have hurt him. He should have ran as an independent. Because, again, Democrat, nobody really is going for Democrats. Unless you have those, the males, the mail that comes in midnight. So he built an unusual strong base for a third-party bid, fueled in part by anti-establishment voters and vaccine skeptics who have followed his anti-vaccine work since the C-19. But he has since faced strained campaign finances and mounting legal challenges, including a recent ruling from a New York judge that he should not appear on the ballot in the state because he listed a sham address on nominating petition. Many members of Kennedy's extended family have been vocal that they don't see eye to eye politically with Kennedy Jr., and some came out publicly to endorse Biden before he dropped out of the race. Recent polls put this support in the mid-single digit, and it's unclear if he get even that in a general election, since third-party candidates frequently don't live up to their early poll numbers when voters actually cast their ballots. There's some evidence that Kennedy staying in a race will hurt Trump more than Harris, according to a July AP North poll. Republicans were significantly more likely than Democrats to have a favorable view of Kennedy, and those with a positive impression of Kennedy were significantly more likely to also have a favorable view of Trump, 52%, than Harris, 37%. In an interview with MSNBC at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago on Thursday, Harris Communication Director Michael Tyler said her campaign welcomes Kennedy voters should the independent candidate drop out. For voters who see Trump as a threat, who are looking for a new way forward, or who want government to get the out of the way of their own personal decision, there's a home for you in Harris' campaign, Tyler said. For Trump, Friday will mark the end of a week's worth a battleground state visit in which he has sought to draw attention away from Democrats' celebration of Harris' presidential nomination in Chicago. He traveled to Pennsylvania, Michigan, North Carolina, and Arizona. U.S. border for event focused on his policy proposal on the economy, crime, and safety, national security, and the border. He will close out the week Friday with stops in Las Vegas and Glendale. All right. That's where we at right now. I think it's... Yeah, I think that's everything. All right, so that's where we at right now. Big breaking news. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. steps down, and he endorses Donald Trump right after the DNC convention. That's it. So we 70-something days away from November 5th. There will be debates between Trump and Harris. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out about the Fox News debate. Harris kind of declined that one. I don't know. It's because she might not like the conservative Fox News station. But again, that's where we are right now. I would keep it updated with all this. If you can, please share the video. If you like the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. I will keep bringing up all these Republican, Democrats, presidential election. That's it. Robert FK. One day, there will be an independent president, but right now, it's just Democrats and Republican. There will be a person out there that would come with a great, presidential, well-spoken, and hard to debate. There will be that person one day, but right now, independent, nope. It's just a Democrat, Republican going at it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Once again, for those of you that want to give a life to Christ, you can email me. My email is in the description box. Me and my wife are here to help many and to lead many to the righteous path, and that's the path of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for he's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father but through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.